polygamy relationship.
They already know that you're in a polygamy relationship. Congratulations, all these bitches out here want to be with you. Cool.
So listen.
And I don't care who wants to be with me. I don't want to be with them. I want to be with you, obviously. I'm not leaving, am I?
So can you stop screaming? Because you just got loud out of nowhere.
All right, so clearly she doesn't like being polygamous, right? You can gather that right off the top. But she wants to be with him. So you can see she's operating from the attitude or the emotion of resentment, right? She wants to be with him, but she doesn't like actually what this looks like. However, she's agreed to it. She's still kind of protesting it because he said he was polygamous. And she really kind of like, so what? Everybody gets it. Okay, other girls want you, so what? Right? It's kind of like, we get it. Like, she really is not in support of this thing. Before I get started, relationships are about the people in them. A lot of people have been asking me about poly. How do you know who's the right partners and things of that nature, right? I always talk about a man should have a plan, okay? And you should meet that woman that suits that plan because you already have a plan. Meet the embodiment of your daughter's or son's mother, not just somebody you like, and try to make that, right? Have a plan, you'll know exactly what you're wanting, right? And you'll know it when you see it because you have a plan, okay? Everybody doesn't work the same way. This video is really crazy. We're gonna listen to them talk. And I'm gonna be pausing it, of course. And I'm just gonna be sharing some of my ideas as they talk, okay? Let's get to it.
Breaking this down to you. You got with a man who told you from day one, I like other females. I'm going to be with other bitches. You're not the only one. I got my baby mom back at the house. I got to talk to her and see if she's even going to be willing to accept you. She was willing to accept you and give you a chance. And then now when other females hit me up, you're not even trying to give them a chance. And then I've already done moved females around to different places because you haven't liked them. You cannot get in a polygamous relationship and my main girlfriend be okay with it and you not be okay with what I'm doing when I told you the truth from the beginning. And you're telling me, why should I have another girlfriend when I should only have one? And you're not even one. I've been with Angela for 8 years. Now I'm trying to make it work out with you, but it seems...
Stop it there. All right. He's explained to her that he wants other women, right? Now, I'm old school. I think we're about the same age. He don't have a touch of gray. I think he looks much younger than I do. But he's calling women bees freely, right? I understand that this can just be a turn of phrase for a lot of men, but I see it as disrespectful. I wouldn't want my daughter sitting around that. But again, relationships are about the people in them. So the main point of it is this. He is stating clearly what he told her from the jump, right? Now, she should make a decision if whether she wants to be a part of it or not. And many people will look at this and be like, well, he told you. But also, as a man, you have to make a decision. Because if you let it be up to them to walk away, and you can clearly see the signs that this woman is hurting. You can clearly see the signs that this woman does not want to be in this, okay? She's struggling. You could see it. She's just trying to hang on to you. When you see that, you have to make that move for her, okay? It becomes an enemy of progression. Okay, because you're not going to be able to move forward because you're always going to have to keep explaining yourself and comforting this other person for something that they actually agreed to, okay? They may actually care about you. It may actually be struggling with accepting what you got going on. But you should make the decision as a man to go ahead and move that person out of your life because they obviously cannot handle it, right? But you're saying to her to make her mind up. I get it, but you also have a decision to make. Right? Now, if you're in a poly relationship and one of the ladies you're dating keeps expressing it like this, she's probably not the one for the union that you're trying to build, man. You want longevity. That's going to break down over time, I'm telling you. And it's going to likely turn into resentment and punitive treatment, punishing you, okay? For all the things that she allowed herself to go through, right? She'll actually be mad at you for all the treatment that you're doing today to her. Even though the treatment isn't healthy, she's accepting it. Leave that relationship, okay? Let's continue.
I don't understand what polygamy is, poly, what I'm into. I like fucking other bitches. My main girlfriend lets me fuck other bitches.
Now, this ain't all poly, okay? Polygamy, it can be closed. Okay, where you still are very much like monogamy. You just have more than one partner. You do not cheat on them. You practice discipline, all these things, just like it would be monogamy. What he's doing sounds like, I think, polygyny, more of an open dynamic of polyamory, one of the two. I'm not good with all of that, okay? Lacey can go through that like the back of her hand, okay? But it sounds like he's looking for something more open, and doesn't sound like he's into legacy building like we are, nation building, where each one brings their skills to the table and they build a future for their children, okay? Choosing a partner who they want to see their child replicated in. This is important in legacy building, okay? So it sounds like he isn't taking the time to choose different women. He just likes sex, you understand? Again, I can't say what he's doing is wrong. It's just far different than what I'm doing. You understand? But in anything that you're doing, you want people who actually wholeheartedly agree. Otherwise, you'll have problems, okay? Let's continue. And what seems bad, what you want can seem bad in someone else's eyes if they're not for that, right? So many of you guys may look at this and be like, he's just a dog, he's just to this, he's just to that. That means it's not for you, all right? Let's continue.
I take them to go get STD tested. The only person I didn't take to go get STD tested was you. And you see where that got me. So now, poly, what I'm into, I like fucking other bitches. My main girlfriend lets me fuck other bitches. I take them to go get STD tested. The only person I didn't take to go get STD tested was you.
Problem. The problem is obviously you didn't get her checked, okay? But you're also blaming her, and you risked everyone you were sleeping with. This is why when you're practicing this type of lifestyle, you really must have discipline. It's not a free-for-all type of thing. Or now you're risking more people. So that type of thing could have caused casualties or disease, all that within the whole thing, within everybody that's in this right here. You understand? Not a good move. Obviously, you realize now you shouldn't have done that. And I really want to know what you mean by that, but it sounds like you contracted something from this person. What this tells me, guys, is he doesn't seem to have a high moral code as far as sex is concerned, and it doesn't appear he's looking for that either. So a lot of times people will say, well, men want to do what they want, but then they want to judge a woman's body count. It doesn't seem like he's even doing that. He's looking for people who just simply want sex. And when you're looking for that with no character, no morals, no standards, this can happen, family. Okay, but this is him setting himself up for that as well. Okay, so they're doing this to each other, so to speak. Let's continue. Like, because she went into a union knowing that this man was sleeping with multiple women and didn't even get herself checked. She's clearly being irresponsible out here. And she's saying to him, make sure, why would you want another woman? But you're walking around irresponsible out here. You're out here very dangerous right now, contagious out here, talking about be with one person. Doesn't make any sense. Let's continue. And you don't have to say that if you just be with somebody who wants to be with you, okay? Let's go.
And you see where that got me. So now everybody, I don't care who you are, what you look like, nothing. Everybody's going to the fucking clinic, nigga. But outside of that, you have to accept it or you have to move on. You have to pack up your stuff and go on. There's somebody out there that's for you that only wants you and you only want them. But if you're looking for a guy that only is just going to be all in a bubble in a box, that ain't me. I fuck hoes. If I see a hoe
See, he's telling you, I have no sexual discipline. This is not that. And she can't say he's not telling her the truth. If this is not what you want, go somewhere else and get it. Me sitting here arguing with you about what I want to do, that ain't working for me. He's making it clear to her. You understand?
today, I'm a fucker. God willing, like I got condoms and all of that shit and all. Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna stop being me. My life is way too good to stop it at you. It's just not gonna happen. Now you either gonna be with me or you're not gonna be with me. So what is your decision?
I want to be with you.
There it is. So you already know what I do. Stop getting angry. Stop getting upset. I'm not looking for them. They're texting me. Listen, Paul.
All right, so he's like, look, if I see a whole letter today, I would effort, right? Clearly, he doesn't value himself. You got to know women better than that before you start doing that. You already got something from her, apparently, right? You're going to make sure they get an STD check, right? But already now you're saying if you see one today, you're going to be smashing. She should be listening to this, okay? Already a contradiction, okay? But then he says, I'm not changing any of this for you. My life is too good. This tells you that he doesn't value you enough to change for anything for you, okay? So emotionally, you're going to go unfulfilled. You're going to go neglected. Seriously, he cares about what he wants. That's all it is to it, family, okay? This is not a relationship in which there's going to be any reciprocity. He wants what he wants. He's making that known. I can't believe she said, I want you. It shouldn't even be about if you can accept the dynamic at this point. It should be about how he's treating you. He's clearly telling you don't have that value. He's clearly telling you he don't have that value in himself in that way. If he sees a hoe today, he'll hit it. There's no sexual discipline there. And she's clearly in a position where she doesn't even want this man having another woman. Both of them should cut ties, okay? But I'll say this. I wouldn't mind if my daughter was poly. As long as this man treated her right, protected her, looked after his kids, built his legacy. How could I complain about that? When people are in monogamous relationships being treated just like this, neglected, domestic violence, high, divorce, high. I care more about how she's treated, not the dynamic that she chooses, okay? But I definitely want my daughter to be treated like this by anybody. Hearing the B words, the whole words, the way he's talking to her, I'm hoping I would have raised her with enough value in herself for all of that to make her feel very uncomfortable and to take off running from it, okay? But I see this as it's just chaos to come because she is not at all emotionally ready to handle what he's got going on, and she's still trying to be with him. And he doesn't appear to be just cutting her off because she's obviously complaining and expressing that she doesn't like it. Let's continue.
Pause. I'm not looking for these bitches. They text me all day, every day. I don't pull up and go fuck these bitches. I be at home with you, kicking it. Me and my females, taking care of my children. You think any of these females, well, it doesn't matter what you're getting ready to say. I eventually will have another bitch in the house. That's what I do. I haven't stopped since you got here. I still fuck other bitches while you're here. Stop catching an attitude about it. Either accept it or kick rocks. And not in a disrespectful way. Just get your stuff, pack it up, go home. We can be friends if you want to continue a friendship. But don't try to make me out to be the bad guy at the end of the day when I'm not. If I told you every single thing about my life day one, it wasn't day 2 or day 3.
It doesn't even matter if it's disrespectful, okay? You could say that in the nicest way, okay? If a woman values herself, she's gonna leave, okay? So clearly this woman, she doesn't value herself. She likes him, but she's not saying, I care about how I'm treated more though. You understand? And hey, for them to see this video and just do some thinking on this, okay? Let's continue. I don't want to try to convince you guys to think a certain way about the relationships that you guys are in, because I know that online can be brutal. People reviewing your videos all the time, but I can definitely see some accidents to come. She is not ready for this, man. You are making it clear, but you can clearly see she is not ready for this, okay? Let's continue.
I told you, hey, I like other girls. I'm gonna be fucking other bitches. I believe in poly. I got a baby mom at home. She gotta accept what you got, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to talk in circles. So this is the last time I'm asking you. Are you staying in the...
He's right. You can't make him the bad guy. You can't make him the bad guy. A lot of y'all say he's a horrible guy. You can't make him the bad guy when she's choosing to be in this situation, guys. I'm serious. If he's stating what it is before she joins in, now listen, I would tell any man this, okay? If she tells you, I ain't interested in you, I just want your money. If that run out, I'm gone. If you go into that, don't call her a bad girl. She told you honestly what it was about. Look, I don't like you like that. You're not my type. But you do have the resources. What are you going to do? Look, she used me. No, she told you. You was the bonehead who went on ahead and did that. Let's continue.
This relationship, or are you leaving?
I'm staying, bro. But can I say what I was going to say?
No, because it ain't going to add up to nothing. What is it that you could possibly say?
Nothing, because I'm just
what is
wasting
it?
my time.
Bro, if you're trying to get me to be with just you and Angela, that's not happening. It's over with. So what is it?
You really personally, deep down inside, think she really wants you to be with more than one person?
Yes, because I don't care.
I don't understand what female likes their men to be with other females.
A female that likes females?
Females that
Okay,
like females.
I didn't say I didn't like females. I just said I wasn't that type of person.
See, and there's the thing. That's how you truly know she does not want to be a part of that. That's not her. She can't grasp that the other lady is actually 100% cool with it. You understand? It's not for her. She just likes the guy. You understand? And guys, what you should learn about this is, if you're looking at him saying he ain't that nice of a guy, you get what you want in the universe by being honest, not nice. He's honest. That's one thing for sure. Let's continue.
To eat a girl's coochie.
No, you've expressed it. Hold on, Montana, because you've expressed it multiple times. You do not like females.
Girl.
And the thing is
Girl, wait, stop. Because you're not even making any sense.
No,
we're breaking up.
No.
Oh, all right then. There you go. I'm still fucking other hoes. And it's not Stop asking me questions. Stop asking me questions.
You don't even ask me if I want to eat somebody's.
She likes this guy so much, she's willing to compromise her sexuality just to be with him. That's unreal. That is unreal. I've seen many times men will try to, I would almost call it a type of grooming. Try to make this girl do freakier things with him than she's ever done with anybody. Offer threesomes, all these different freaky things to kind of try and turn her out, and also make her feel guilty if she doesn't. You understand? Like, this is what I want. This is what I want. He's weaponizing his needs to exploit her boundaries, things she doesn't want to do. This isn't the case. She says she doesn't like women, and she's still trying to pretend she does. This is like manipulation at an all-time high. I'm going to question okay. She's doing everything she can to stay in a situation she doesn't want to be in. She doesn't like women. She's not poly. She doesn't like him being with other women, but she's willing to do both. This is going to equal resentment. And it's all going to be projected on him and probably the women around him. And she needs to be wise enough to get out now. And he needs to be wise enough to go ahead and end that now. But let's continue.
Coochie.
I did ask you if you wanted to. So you want me to ask you more?
You don't ever ask.
Do you want me to ask you more? Yes or no?
Bruh.
And I did ask you. That's how you ended up eating Angela's. I said, this is your decision.
Like, what, twice?
What, you want me to ask you to eat her coochie more? I will.
Bro, if I'm in a poly with you and you,
I don't need you eating her coochie all the time.
Okay.
But you're not.
You don't have to have all
Look,
these
bro,
other girls.
what happens is you turn girls off. When you act like this and you have an attitude and you get angry, you turn up.
She clearly doesn't like women. She doesn't like the idea of him being with anybody else. But she's now encouraging him to ask this of her even more, because she's trying to prove some type of point that's clear. It's been disproven. You do not like this. You don't like anything about it. It's wow. Oh, not to mention, she clearly came into the relationship after apparently the lady who's sitting in the front, and she is trying to talk to him like, who wants another person? Why? Clearly you don't want to be a part of this. Why did you even agree? And even though he appears to be the problem, because it doesn't seem that he's valuing women, that he has a plan, that it seems that it's, from the sound of it, he's just chasing his sex drive, okay? But the thing is, she agreed, okay? Let's continue.
Other bitches off. They don't want their coochies ate. And I do ask them all the time. I don't come to you and say, hey, Angela said no today. Angela said no today. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to have sex with you. That's why I don't fuck you all like that. That's why I go fuck other bitches.
Everybody has an attitude.
Not all day, every day. Yes, because you be spazzing. Yes.
Well,
go.
I'm my dumbass mom.
That is true. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to. Okay, but anyway, my union is not like this. It seems that this is highly focused on sex and things of that nature. I'm about nation building, and people always assume this on my family, because I think a lot of poly couples present themselves in a sexual way. So I guess it's easy to take it as, oh, he must be overly sexual. He must got to have a lot of women around him, a lot of sex. And I think that's really sad, because the idea that women are just reduced down to their sexual body part, okay? Again, poly is nation building. Each individual can bring a world of skills to the table, okay? And this is for legacy building. Your vagina, my penis, is a very small part of that, family. Very, very small part of that. It really depends on the people in poly, because a lot of people do poly for sexual reasons. They have these interests, these things they want to explore, and so they get with a few people who willing to do that, who wants to do that. But poly, family, that's a more of a I would say diluted version of what is what is truly harmony, what is truly village and nation building. Poly included mixed families. So when you guys see mixed families today, that's a version of poly. You're not, the woman may no longer be with her ex or the baby's father, but the fact that another husband is going to come in, raise that child as his own, is a version of poly. The reason is, while they're not having sex with the ex, that ex is always going to be in her life for the foreseeable future. This makes her have to be tied, connected to this man, and work with him for the foreseeable future. This means more than one man is in her life, okay? She has more than one man that she has to look to for protection, more than one man that her child is looking to for protection. All of this is called a blended family, okay? Poly is just all people are together in that home, okay? A man can have multiple wives and father all those children, or can have a wife that he has children by and another wife that he is fathering her children. She doesn't have, and maybe her ex has passed on or they broke up. But it's about blending families, because relationships don't always last. And you didn't want to leave anybody out to dry with no legacy, which is a village around them with people that help them feed and eat and hunt. And you couldn't do this alone back in the day, okay? So it was better in numbers. You survived more, the more hands putting forth work, right? Let's continue.
No.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Listen, go find somebody else.
No, I
Well, then
want to be
chill.
with you, bruh.
Chill.
Hang on.
If you want, I don't come to you and say, hey, Angela said no today. Angela said no today. You can't have an attitude and expect people to want to have sex with you. That's why I don't fuck you all like that. That's why I go fuck other bitches.
Everybody has an attitude.
Not all day.
And see, this is important for what I call a righteous poly, like a harmonic poly. You have to treat all of your queens the same, your ladies the same. Even if you don't get along, even if you're not getting along with one at a time, you're saying to her, no, if you have a bad attitude, nobody's going to want to sleep with you. That's why I don't F with you like that. That's why I go F other B's. That's crazy, man. Do you understand? That's crazy. But anyway, that's neglect. You have to be able to treat them the same. And that's why you want to make sure you vet before you create a polyunion. Because if you have somebody you don't get along with, obviously you're not going to want to be laid up with them. So you want to make sure you get with somebody who you can get along with. Y'all not arguing all the time. Even if you guys have a vibe together, based on y'all's relationship, the dynamic, and her clearly not being cut out for it, you guys are going to always have a problem. But let's continue.
Every day, yes, because you be spazzing.
Everybody.
Yes.
Well,
go.
why my dumbass mom?
No.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Listen, go find somebody else.
No, I want to be
chill.
with you, bruh.
Chill. If you want to be with me, just know I'm fucking other hoes.
I already know you do. And I said you do it, but not around me, because I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't do it around me, motherfucker. I swear to fucking God.
Then ain't no swear to God. I'll send you home.
Listen, and right there, she's trying somehow to get some type of control because she feels powerless. She wants to be with this guy. She can't control anything about it. So now she's at least saying, don't do it around me. And that's what a lot of times people will say, just don't do it around me. But that's like, are you really cool with that? Are you just saying that? Know your value, know your worth. If you don't want someone doing this, don't be with someone who does this. You're the one that's saying, I want to be a part of this. Okay, and then you're complaining about it. Clearly you're a problem, even though the things you're saying are valid. You should just go get what you're wanting from someone else. This is not the guy to give it to you. And as long as you sit here and do this, you'll be mistreated. You won't get what you desired. You're going to feel neglected, while the other ones are going to be perfectly fine because they're okay with the relationship. You, on the other hand, are going to feel left out. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel jealous and all those feelings that go along with not wanting your man to be in that type of thing. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let me just, now she's trying to find leverage. I was around more than all these, and now she's insulting them, dumb ABs. I'm telling you, that resentment's gonna end up pouring out on everybody, okay? And there was a point I was about to make here. Let's see here.
I mean, because I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't do it around me, motherfucker. I swear to fucking
Well,
God.
then, ain't no swear to God. I'll send you home and...
No, you won't.
Yeah, my point was this. I always say to men, I don't care how much you like this woman, okay? Don't break the bank to try and get her attention. Don't break the bank to try and get her attention. It's not gonna make her like you. It's gonna make her lose more respect for you. Ladies, likewise, no matter how much you like this guy, don't break your moral bank to get him. Don't do it. He won't like you more. He'll only lose respect for you. If you want value, you stand up to him. Not by way of sticking your chest out and yelling, but by saying, I refuse to be treated that way. And you walk away knowing that you're valuable. I promise you, if that man knows your worth, he'll cut that shit out. But they're always gonna try to play with you if you don't understand your worth. They're always gonna try to do that. Some of you ladies could be with a guy who he full well doing what he wants to do because you said it was okay. But if you would have stood on business and said, I'm not doing it, he probably would have stopped that, okay? I'm serious. Don't let somebody try and leverage something over you if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Don't sacrifice, don't break your moral bank. Don't break your financial bank just to get somebody to like you, okay? Let's continue.
Everybody was here before you.
I don't care.
Years.
Congratulations.
All right, so stop making up shit in your own head. I tell you that all the time. You go in your head and you make up. Listen, fuck, you're not getting a baby. Not acting like this.
And that's crazy work too. You're not getting a baby. Just wouldn't it be better to be in a relationship where you and your partner are both working towards a baby? Y'all love each other. Y'all in harmony. Everything's good. She ain't got that. And then here's another problem. She sees this guy in a relationship, in a dynamic with multiple women, and she comes in trying to control it, trying to hit the brakes on it because she's not comfortable with it. She should have never gotten involved. And once she got involved and she realizes that she's being the problem here, she should just say, I'm making it a problem for everybody. Clearly. Let's continue.
Everybody around you is more mature than you. You think I'm gonna fuck you, get you pregnant, and you ain't ready? You have anger issues. If you could have a normal conversation without yelling, there'd be a baby in you tomorrow. But you can't. So no baby. Period.
I already...
That I'm in.
Wow. I get it. You shouldn't have a child when you're already going through these ups and downs. I get all of that, okay? But that's a tough situation to be in right there where she's being told you can't even stop tripping for a day, and if you could, I'd give you a baby. But then he's sitting here saying, I'm not giving you a baby, as if he's having any sexual discipline at all. Whenever he slept with her and got an STD, could have given her a baby then. If he meets a whore today, he'll sleep with her today. Probably he'll use a condom, hopefully. But in any of these cases, man, they're not 100%. A baby can be had. For me personally, that's his union. For me personally, I believe that you should bring people in of value who you want to build your life with, who you can see your future children's mother in. I think that's very important. But anyway, guys, relationships are about the people in them. I would advise both of them to really be careful about what they're doing moving forward, because I can see this ending up badly for him if she lashes out, retaliates, becomes vengeful because she can't have him to herself. And I can see her being extremely hurt if she tries to continue this with him. All right, family, let me know what you guys think. It'll be more on poly and how to build a poly relationship in the weeks to come. All right, peace.